All right, so we got the Skybolt out today for flight number 2, and yeah, my cousin was in the last video, so I figured I'd record another one. This is my old Goldie. It was built around 1997, so she's about 25 years old. It's still my all-time favorite plane. A lot of that's probably nostalgia, but yeah, it just is a wonderful, wonderful flying plane. It has literally no bad habits. It just likes to fly. It's a nice size, 9.5 pounds. Wing is 57 inches. It's got running on 6S. It's got plenty of power for me. Again, I tend to be a little bit more on the scale side of power curve, but it's still got plenty of power to do whatever you want. It's got a 5055 SK3 430 kV motor in it. For a while I was doing the SK3s, and now I'm like full on Sunny Sky. So this actually might get a Sunny Sky motor in it at some point. They just are so much more efficient, and the price is right on them. I just really am a big fan of Sunny Sky. This guy doesn't get too hot, but the aluminum spinner on the front helps, as they dissipate a good amount of heat out of the motor. But I don't fly this one too hard. I just do my, the basics with it. It is old, so I try not to just, tumble it, pound on it too much. I will tumble it a little bit, but at a slower speed, like that. Just like nice and gentle. I don't know what I was doing when I was 16, 17 when I built this thing, so who knows how strong it still is. So I try to be nice to it. It did begin life as a glow powered plane with an OS 61 with a Pitts muffler in it, and it flew great with that. It was a little lighter with that configuration. I think it was 8.5 pounds, a little over 8.5 pounds when I measured it, when I weighed it. And now it's like 9.5 with the electric conversion with a 6S 5K pack. Could probably fly a 4K pack in it, but I do have another kit. I had contemplating building it and retiring this one, but yeah, this plane has flown more as electric now over the past 2 years than it ever did as a glow powered plane. And I've had some people complain, like, oh, it should be glow powered or whatever, but whenever I used to fly glow powered back in the late 90s here, I would always get noise complaints, and I just got tired of it. There was no law against it, but that you keep pushing the issue, it's only a matter of time before there is a law. So when I got back into the hobby after about 15 years off through the 2000s, I was like, man, electrics are cheaper now, so we'll go that route. So this was the first plane I converted. I've learned a lot since I've converted this. I had the wrong motor in it initially, not understanding the relationship of kilovolts to prop to how many cells you're running. I originally had a 320 kV, and it just didn't have any pull unless you put a monster prop on it. But the landing gear on this plane is super short for what it is, so I put a 430 kV motor in it, which got me to a 15-inch prop, which gave me all the prop clearance I need. I think originally I ran like 11.7 with the glow powered engine, but no, it's just such a great looking plane. I remember as a kid looking at the Tower Hobbies catalog, just drooling over this plane. And then when I finally got it, and honestly, one of the reasons why I got the kit is I didn't save the box, and to me the box looks so awesome with the plane on it. So I got another kit fairly cheap a couple years ago, mainly for the box. I must say so. But yeah, it's one of those planes. It's heavy, but I mean, I've heard people fly this plane upwards of 11-12 pounds, and it still flies fine. So again, it's in that kind of like Goldilocks zone of it's not floaty and it's not a lead sled, so it's really a nice mix right where it needs to be. It just looks so pretty. It didn't always look this good. I didn't fully trim it. I used to fly it and it had some stripes on it, but it was never completed. And last year I finally went through it and finished the trim scheme that I originally, it's basically the box scheme with just a different metallic red instead of bright red and metallic blue. And I swapped out the gold for black. And I don't have a checkered bottom. I wish I had done a checkered bottom, but I wouldn't really feel like recovering the whole wing, so I just did a little design on the bottom which has stripes and stars, which I think still has a nice look to it. A little bit of forward pressure on inverted. Flies just fine inverted. Roll rate's nothing to like write home about. Of course that wasn't with the wind, but it's not bad. It does have quad ailerons. And it does just about anything you want it to do as far as the basic IMAX sequences or whatnot. At least for the basic sequences. Let's see if I can do the gritter sequence with this. I don't really snap it that much, but go up on a 45, bank it, kick it over, half snap. Not bad. I just love this thing. I really should fly it more. There's my timer. Bring it down. Really? A little long, but nice and smooth. All right, well that's it for that, and we'll see you on the next one.